One of the limitations that our app has right now is that when you add in phone numbers for contacts, if you close the app and then reopen it, they'll disappear. That's because the only phone numbers that are stored are the ones that are in the list when the program starts. So what we're going to do now is use a database so that those numbers will stay in the program even if you close the program. So the next time you open it up, they'll still be there. We're using a very simple database called TinyDB. The way TinyDB works is it associates a value with a tag. It's just two lists. One list is the tags, the other list contains the values, and the important thing is all the tags have to be unique. There can't be two entries with the same tag in the database. There's only a few operations that you can do with TinyDB. One thing you can do is ask the database to give you a list of all the tags that it has. So if you asked it for all the tags in this database, it would give you a list with 4 items in it. You can also ask it, what's the value associated with any one of those tags? So if you ask it, give me the value associated with this tag, it'll give you the corresponding value. You can tell it to add a new tag or store a value associated with the tag. And you can tell it to delete an item associated with a specific tag. So to start, we're going to go to the storage components and drag in a TinyDB. Now we're going to make a few changes to our blocks. First thing, we're going to start with an empty list of phone numbers and names. So that's now going to be empty, and that's going to be empty. And all the information is going to come from the database. So when our screen initializes, we're going to ask the database, what tags do you have? And for each of those tags, what's the associated name that goes with it? And to do that, we're going to use this for each item. And in this case, the items are going to be phone numbers because those are going to be our tags in our database. And we're going to ask our tiny database to give us that list of all the tags. And then for each of those phone numbers and phone numbers, the tags, we'll get the names. So first thing, we can add to the list each phone number. So for the phone numbers, we can get the phone numbers and then add the phone number we just grabbed. And now we can also get the names. So we're going to add to the list the value that's associated with this phone number. And for some reason, if it's If there is no name associated with this phone number, then we'll use a value of oops. That will be the default. And then when we're done, we'll still set the list view to contain the elements. Now, when we send texts, we're still going to be grabbing from the text message box the same phone number from the list of phone numbers and then sending the text message. So this doesn't change. This stays exactly the same. When we add a phone number, we're going to also have to add it to the list, to the database, in addition to adding it to the list. And the way we do that is we're going to store a value, and the tag is going to be the phone number. And the value is going to be the name. And that's it.